Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now with our main topic today, we're discussing today the Egyptian-Saudi relations, and actually the relations have witnessed a great leap since President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi came to office, and recently the Crown Prince Mohamed bin Salman have visited Egypt, and there was an exchange in also a cooperation, investment and trade. Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Dr. Mohamed Ezaby, international relations expert at the Arab African Center for Political and Strategic Studies. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Well, it's wonderful to have you with us on Nile TV International. We'd like to talk to you about this topic, and we'd like to know about the Egyptian-Saudi relations, and they're currently witnessing a major development and investment. What are the most prominent, prominent things of this development, please?
Well, major developments in Egyptian-Saudi investments. Egypt-Saudi relations have recently seen significant growth in investment. Largely growth in investment, largely spurred by joint efforts to improve the investment climate in Egypt and align with Saudi Vision 2030. Key sectors benefiting from Saudi investments include renewable energy, real estate, tourism and infrastructure development. Saudi Arabia public investment funds have also launched initiative aimed at acquiring stakes in Egyptian companies and fostering sustainable projects, particularly in green energy.
Yes, so Dr. Ezaby, also the large amount of investments between Saudi Arabia and Egypt, that Saudi Arabia is investing in Egypt, shows that Egypt have good opportunities for investment, and actually Egypt is providing facilities for investors here in Egypt. Could you give us an idea about this, please?
Well, there are many opportunities for investment in Egypt in many fields. So Egypt make a lot of facilities like one window for take the papers of this project. So you can investment in renewable energy and real estate and new places that make a very growth and tourism field like Ras Al Hikmah and Ras Banas, Ras Gamila. So Egypt try to make a very large opportunities of investment for Arab investors and businessmen. Try to make a cooperation between Egypt and many Arab countries like Saudi Arabia to make great projects that related to the vision of Egypt also. And to make a very large amount of foreign currency.
Well, sir, we'd like to know, Saudi Arabia has supported Egypt's economy by providing deposits to the Central Bank of Egypt, and they're worth of $10 billion. Can you give us your insights on that, please?
Well, Saudi Fund for Development loans to Egypt. The Saudi Funds for Development have played a significant role in supporting Egypt's infrastructure and economic sector through $3 billion in loans spread across 32 projects. These projects span various sectors, including education, health, agriculture, and transportation, with multiple infrastructure and energy projects that are crucial for sustainable economic growth in Egypt. The increase in Saudi Arabia investment reflects confidence in Egypt's economic potential owing to its strategic location, vast consumer base, and reforms to support foreign investment. Egypt's reforms have simplified the regulatory process and offered initiatives for key sectors, making competitive and attractive destination in Gulf investors.
Yes, Dr. Ezaby, also Saudi Arabia has supported Egypt several times, especially supported Egypt's economy by providing deposits to the Central Bank of Egypt worth $10.3 billion. Also, concerning the investment, it's not only that the Saudi Arabia is investing in Egypt, also Egypt is investing and building some projects in Saudi Arabia, and there are housing projects and community projects that Egypt is establishing in Jeddah and in Riyadh.
Well, Saudi Arabia's $10.3 billion deposit into Egyptian Central Bank have been instrument in banks have been instrumental in stabilizing Egyptian foreign currency reserves, especially during economic challenges. This financial bank has not only supported the Egyptian economy, but also reinforces the strength of bilateral relations and economic cooperation between the two countries, like the conference which has held in Egypt and this day in Jeddah by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and Mohamed bin Salman, the vice minister, and they try to make a very great opportunity to investment in Egypt by two countries according to the great relations between Egypt and Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Well, sir, Dr. Ezaby, we can tell that the increase of Saudi investments in Egypt are actually very promising for the region, and we'd like to know more, how is this going to affect the Egyptian economy and tourism in the future?
Because of these projects between Egypt and Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia will put a lot of foreign currency, dollars, to Central Bank of Egypt and take it in this project by Egyptian pound. It makes gross in foreign currency fund in Central Bank, and it can make good facilities for Egyptian economy and a push for Egyptian economy to raise and try to solve many problems in Egypt by this foreign currency.
Yes, Dr. Ezaby, as we spoke about the project Egypt is establishing in Saudi Arabia, providing job opportunities for the Egyptians and the Saudis. Also, the projects that Saudi Arabia is establishing here in Egypt is also providing job opportunities for the Egyptians and also for the Saudis engineers. Actually, the volume of Egyptian investments in Saudi Arabia amounts to 18.7 billion riyals through 6,030 Egyptian companies. So what is your comment on this?
Well, Egypt holds a significant position as the seventh largest trading partner of Saudi Arabia, owing to consensus bilateral trade growth. Both countries have leveraged their complementary economy to boost trade in products such as chemicals and agricultural goods, further enhancing their trade balance and economic cooperation. So, and the reason that's why Saudi Arabia invests in Egypt, reasons and trade volume, several factors underpin the robust trade and economic ties between Egypt and Saudi Arabia, including shared strategies, interests, and culture connections, and a long-standing commitment to regional stability. These ties enable both nations to engage in mutually beneficial trade and investment projects and further strengthen their economic and political partnership.
Dr. Ezaby, Saudi Arabia is Egypt's second largest trading partner. Actually, Egypt is the 7th trading partner of the kingdom, and the volume of trade exchange between both countries amounted to $12.8 billion in 2023 only. The distinctive relations between the two countries, could you please tell us more about that and the reasons that you see in this respect, please?
Saudi Arabia, $10.30 billion deposit in the Egyptian Central Bank has been instrumental in stabilizing Egyptian foreign currency reserves, especially during economic challenges. This financial bank has not only.
Yes, so Dr. Ezaby, how would the flourishing political relations between Egypt and Saudi Arabia and on the political level, the social level and the cultural level also would boost the relations and the cooperation between both countries?
Right, Saudi investments in Egypt, Saudi investment in Egypt amounting to approximately 127 billion reals involves 805 companies. Like investment represented a strong commitment to Egypt's economy landscape. Saudi companies are heavily involved in diverse sectors such as construction, tourism, and real estate, contributing to job creating and economic development in Egypt. That's all because of the very great relation between President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and Mohamed bin Salman, the history relation between Saudi Arabia and Egypt, which held along the history.
Yes, we thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Mohamed Ezaby, International Relations Expert at the Arab African Center for Political and Strategic Studies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a short break and we are going to be back with you.